Hello and welcome back to the OnlyAccies channel. We're back in competitive action as Accies take on Dundee in the Cup. We are at Dens Park today, but it's going to be a tough game. It's Rank's first game in charge as well, so that's a big selling point of it too. Doyle comes in for his debut and Gandu's on the bench as well, so some changes to the team. We want to see more. It's going to be a big game. Let's hope we can get the season off to a bright start, but let's hope that it's a good result to get the season kicked off well. Come on, the Accies!
Gentlemen do it? Yeah.
So it's half time and it's Accies 0, Dundee 1. I don't even know if you'll have heard me when the goal went in because of all the shouts around me, but I mean it's poor. We were caught out of possession. Sean Wan and Michael Doyle flew into tackles they were never going to win, and it was pretty easy for Niall McGinn to then take a touch inside the box and fire it into the corner. So Accies deservedly 1-0 down, but it's not as if Dundee have been excellent. They've not. We've just been really bad and kind of allowed them to play. It's a lot of what we criticised them for again last season, a lot of long balls up to short strikers. We don't have the presence of David Moyo anymore to challenge for them, so it's just getting balls pumped up long and we're not winning the headers and we're not winning the second balls around it. Midfield's far too easy to get through. We've not got that kind of Adolphin Bogic role to break up and win the ball in the midfield, so the midfield's getting by far too easily. It's not a good show for Rankin's first 45 minutes. They're not showing the kind of drive and the hunger and the energy that we were kind of promised. Still obviously early days, of course, it's only the first game, but you'd have thought they wanted to go out, make a statement, show what the season's going to be like, but if this is what it's going to be like, we're going to be in trouble. It's worrying, you know, the fact the players coming off. There was one or two fans who were down at the gates shouting at the players, trying to jeer them up, not any insults or anything, trying to jeer them up, trying to tell them to show something. And Spencer's coming off, kind of giving it back to the fans, you know, shouting them to get back to their seat, you know, whatever you want to call it. But the fans weren't shouting abuses at them, and we're trying to G them up, trying to get them ready to come out and fight in the second half. So that wasn't a good show. I kind of hope that it's only I hope it's just an isolated incident. Obviously, it doesn't happen again. But that wasn't a great show. Strange first 45. It's not what I had expected a John Rankin team to be like, but let's hope that at half time he's gained it to them, and let's hope we see a different side in the second half, because if we want to get anything out the game, our first competitive game under John Rankin, then we need to be so much better in the second half. Dundee make it 2-0 with a penalty. It's so easy. Spence gives the ball away. Spence gives the ball away, and then Sean Wan. It's a really dodgy tackle, and it's an easy penalty.
Exactly, man.
And it's 2-0.
If you can't go the ball, fucking take it, man. Where are you?
The action. Worst start to the second half we could ask for. It looks like Johnny and Gandu and Lewis Smith are coming on, and Gandu for his debut, so we'll see him, see what he's like. And Ryan's got a chance here though. He's offside. Terrible start to the second half. Well, it goes from bad to worse really. I'm hesitant to say we were better in the second half, and I think that's pretty hard to say, but Dundee through 1-on-1 and Easton brings him down. It's a red card. I mean, it's disaster first game for Rankin, I would say. Deservedly going to get beaten, game's dead now, so well, it's full time and I am home, and it is Accies 0, Dundee 3, and the worst start to the campaign you probably could have asked for. John Rankin, I just expected a different type of team. I just expected them, as I said on Twitter, to really fight and the players to run through brick walls. You know, I didn't see that kind of energy or that effort that I honestly expected to. So that was a surprise. Much of the same issues we had last season in terms of creativity in midfield, offering not a huge amount going forward. Midfield was far too easy to bypass and get through, and we didn't offer anything today, you know, and quite rightly so. We were beaten, but again, that's not to say that Dundee were, you know, played us off the park and played incredibly well. They didn't, but we didn't give them anything to fight against, you know, so it made the game very easy for them, I thought. I've still to see Rank's interview personally. It'll be out by the time this video is out, but I just didn't expect that performance. You know, I honestly did think I expected us to lose. I'm not going to hide away from the fact that I didn't expect us to win today, but I expected us to be hard to beat. You know, that's what Rankin's been harping on about, and you know, obviously it's the first game. I don't want this to seem as if I'm getting on John Rankin's back already. I'm certainly not. He needs more signings in, and he needs more time to implement his mentality and all that on them. So there's no doubt about that. I just expected to see more. Like I thought I saw some of it in pre-season. Now obviously it's only pre-season and the level of opposition wasn't fantastic, but I saw little bits of that, you know, and so I thought once we were into competitive action we'd see more of it, but we didn't obviously in this game. Really, really disappointing. A few really poor performances individually, but you know, I don't want to. As first game of the season, I don't want to be on here sticking MD in it. But Easton obviously will miss our next game, which is on Tuesday night against Stranraer. I think we'll win that game, but we'll obviously need to change because we played 5 at the back today and with Easton in it, and I think if Easton's not playing, we're going to be playing 4. So it'll be interesting to see how we set up there. I thought Doyle did well on his debut. Showed some of his experience, some of his know-how going forward. He was definitely better in the second half, I would say, once he'd settled into it. And Johnny and Gandu came on for his debut as well. And I thought I had some nice little moments, had some nice little interplay, but it wasn't enough really. The game was dead and buried anyway, but it wasn't really enough to show himself. I imagine he'll start against Stranraer on Tuesday, so I'm interested to see more of them. But as I said, we need more players in, we need more signings, we need a striker, as we've been saying for God knows how long now. We need, I would say, another midfield, a creative midfield to try and spark some creativity, create some chances in there. Maybe Johnny and Gando will be that guy, I don't know, but we need more of that, and we need another defender, I would say, because Sean Want didn't shine himself in glory today. If we're going to be going with this defence, in terms of if it's not Easton, Daniel Riley and Want playing together, it'll be Daniel Riley and Want in a 4. I don't think that's strong enough personally. That's nothing against Sean Want. I like Sean Want, but he didn't shine himself in glory today. He gave away the penalty too. So a disaster of a day and a disaster of a first game, really. So really, really disappointing, and hopefully it'll be a lot better on Tuesday night when we play Stranraer. Thank you for watching our first video of the season. Thank you for watching our first match reaction of the season. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we're back in the studio pretty soon. We'll have some interviews coming up, hopefully as well, with some former players, some current players, and hopefully John Rankin as well. So that'll be good. Thank you for the support on our interview with Alan Maitland. I thought the response to that was brilliant, so hopefully there will be a few more similar to those going forward this season. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you on Tuesday night.